My Micron holding is up 500%. Do I buy more? Do I sell out? Do I trim? Do I rebalance? How do you decide? Well, when you're investing and something's up 500%, the problem with selling out, and it's a mistake retail clients often make, is they sell their winners and keep their losers. And if the momentum is continuing to rise, as it is in this case, you have very little reason to sell out. So would you buy more? Well, the problem here then becomes that you've got to ask yourself, well, wait a minute, what's my concentration risk in my portfolio? With my portfolio, this has now become 10% of my overall portfolio. Alongside AMD, 20% of my portfolio is in two companies because of their outsized returns. Good for my portfolio? Of course it is. Had I wished I'd put everything in hindsight in those two? Of course I do. However, now I've got single stock risk, and you can see that concentration risk when I put it in those terms. Two stocks, 20% of the whole portfolio, which means you should trim back. But at what stage do you trim back? What makes you comfortable? Well, if you've got 40 stocks in your portfolio, 5% in each. So do I really want to halve my position in Micron straight away to go back to rebalancing at 5% across the board and take the 5% in cash and distribute it amongst the other stocks? Well, as long as the momentum's on the upside and the fundamental thesis is correct, I think I'm going to ride this run and keep an eye on it. Now, do I want to trade and buy more? Not in the pension. Might I want to do it through a contract for difference, a leverage play? Yeah, but that's a different hat, and don't confuse the two, a pension and a trading hat. Pension, you're keeping hold of it more for the longer term. It's one that I don't necessarily want to rebalance immediately, so I think I'll keep looking at that MACD and keep an eye on it. If it ends up being one of those ridiculous ones which turns my pension into winning the lottery, so be it. It happens. It's great. Can we get more of these? Yeah, we're going to look for more of these. We've certainly got a few this year, which has helped a lot with some great returns. But have we got some which aren't in this category? Yeah, I mean, JP Morgan's had mediocre returns by comparison, up, 50% last year. So by comparison, pretty boring. So why did we have those? Well, diversify in case there was single stock risk. It's really quite simple at the end of it. If you want to understand how simple it can be and you want a free tour of what we do, how we do it, have a look at alpeshpatel.com. Thank you.